Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Ready to Love, the reunion.
Hey, listen here. This is Ready to Love, the reunion part 1. And guess what? Before we get into it, I want to thank everybody for the 1,000 subscribers. No, it's not 1,000. It's 100.
Woo! Ready to 100.
Okay. Job's not finished, as Kobe would say, R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thank you for everybody for getting us to 100 subscribers. But we have a goal. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I think we can do it. We already on a good pace. We literally right there.
Mm-hmm.
We literally right there. Just one. Matter of fact, everybody who watches this, who sees this right now, press subscribe right now. Literally right now. Press it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, Blair. Take us in.
All right. We are welcome to the reunion set. We have everyone here.
Uh-huh.
And the first order of business we do is reflect on Tommy's week where he played matchmaker.
So the first time that we actually get into some information that we really need to get into, we over here looking at what Tommy done did.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So we look at kind of how the week went with him choosing people to match up with each other. His matches kind of didn't really work, but people said that they could see why he did it at the beginning.
Okay.
That week was also when we had the curveballs of Chris and Kat. And we talked to Chris, who says being a curveball was really nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And Kat said she didn't like it at all because she was late to the party.
Of course, but but it's not like you came with 2 episodes left, Kat.
Right.
Like you still had enough time to connect with somebody, but continue.
And we take a deeper look into Kat's experience. We see when Kat gets eliminated from Marie.
Yeah.
She is choking up and crying, and I didn't know if it was because she really liked Marie or because
What the hell
she
was that about?
was losing the show. I don't know. It was weird. It was I didn't get it.
That's why she was crying. She ain't crying because of no connection she felt. She was crying because basically you don't like to lose. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't like to lose, and for somebody, especially lose against one of my tag team champions. You get what I'm saying? The Double J's. Shout out to the Double J's, Janelle and Jessica. So like it just she ain't like to lose because I don't see the connection. I don't really see the connection between Maria and Jessica, but that's none of my business. You get what I'm saying? So seeing her cry and break down like that, I was like, oh my goodness, please get yourself together. But continue.
And Tommy asked, how did she shift from her connection with Herbert and Phil to Marie? Kat says the other guys weren't very attentive, and her and Marie, they actually built a friendship and they just clicked. Marie says he would have connected with Kat probably a little bit better if she came sooner. And Q shut things down with her because she didn't come early enough.
Yeah.
Kat felt that Q wasn't even allowed to talk to anyone.
First of all, watch yourself, Kat. Watch yourself, Kat. Allowed is a strong word. He is allowed, but he just a taken man. That's all.
Okay.
He just a taken man. One thing I like what Marie said to get through this is that he said, I genuinely really tried to connect with everybody. I think that's code for no one really likes me that much, so I'm just going to everybody. Because once you actually find your connection, it's going to be like Phil. It's going to be like Quentin. You get what I'm saying?
You'll be locked in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think Marie, he was just lucky. Like at the end, he found somebody who didn't have nobody either.
Yeah.
And y'all just locked in, you know?
Next, we have on the stage Red, Unique, Kira, and Chris.
Oh my gosh.
And Unique called Red's job a thought job. So we see how that played out. And Red is still salty about it.
Okay, Unique called Red jobs a thought job. That's something that we heard about throughout the season.
Yeah. Red said that if you light the fire, he's going to keep it going.
Red, shut up. Before you even give me more information on what Red said and what happened in the scene, Red, shut up. Okay?
Yeah, get over it, please.
Please. The show's over. Literally. The show's over. And the whole idea that you are holding this girl hostage by her words, by her joke that didn't land. Granted, I'm not saying it was a great joke. I'm not even saying it was a good joke. But I'm just saying the fact that she don't matter, you're not going to connect with her. You already made a decision that you wasn't going to connect with her. Don't talk to her no more. But the fact that you are trying to what's the word? You are trying to justify being like still mad at her, as if we all gonna be like, you know what, Red, you're right. There was a scene to where she apologized and things like that, and you still kind of like holding on to it. Let it go, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then Unique actually explains what a thought job is.
Yeah.
And just says that it's just because you have more access to women with the type of job that you have. Red said that he's not going to let it go. He also has T-shirts that people can get.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. And granted, I'm not going in on Red just because I'm defending Unique. I think it was a dumb thing to say on the first date anyway.
Yeah.
When like you trying to connect with somebody, I wouldn't say that to somebody that, oh, you got one of them thigh jobs, and then like, you know what I mean? So it's just the idea that, for one, y'all wasn't made for each other. Red, you holding on to this, and besides, I'm sure you trying to make lemonade out of lemons with this idea of like, you know, you should go to red.com and get these T-shirts. No, we don't want no T-shirts. It's wintertime over here in the east side.
He even said, Tommy, I can get you one. Tommy said,
like,
I'm
good.
okay.
No. I'm Tommy from like the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I ain't wearing no T-shirt that says "Thought Job" from Red. Okay, continue.
Yeah. So Red says that he has reached out to Unique to try to talk about the situation.
Yeah.
And also, Unique has heard some things about him and that he wanted to discuss. And Unique, she beats around the bush for a while, saying like she's not bringing it up. She don't want to bring it up, but like you brought it up, so just say it. So she said it's involving him and his role in his children's life.
Listen here, that is so. Both of y'all corny. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's why I ain't call you Unique. I call you Enoch. Right? It's the idea that, for one, none of y'all like each other. So why does it even matter?
Yeah.
Like why are you like poisoning the pool for Red if that's the case? Like, obviously you did not like him. He did not like you. So why does it matter to you his involvement in his kid's life allegedly? You know what I mean? Like it just seems too petty. That's why they was like, look, man, when it come to kids, when it come to people's spouses or things of that nature, that's really much off limits. We really don't want to like touch on that. I'm thinking you go say something like that is actually useful that we could talk about on the show, but you're bringing up people's kids. Next segment, you know what I mean? So it basically, we should have known by this scene right here what type of night it was going to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this segment was kind of, you know what I mean? But go ahead.
Yeah. So Tommy asked Red how his dating life has been. He says he's been on a couple of dates.
Yeah.
He says him and Janelle have even been keeping in contact, as well as him and Tequila.
Quinn didn't like that.
And that was weird for him to say. I feel like that kind of set it up to make us see that they're probably not together anymore.
Well, yes, I did get that feeling too. Also, there is a Ready to Love alumni. To where like they do things in the community and things like, you know, so it's strange. Red, I wish you okay.
Not well.
No, like usually people say I wish you the best. I don't wish nobody the best. I wish me the best.
Okay.
But I wish everybody else good, okay, average.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, because like as long as you don't wish any harm or bad on nobody, you good.
Okay.
You know? So Red, I wish you average and that you go on with your life and you find the peace. You being the king of the city, they showed that clip. That was a nasty clip. You being the king of the city, but yet you on somebody's show.
Yeah.
Oh, the eye straight leaned the wrong way.
Oh.
You know, like basically you on somebody's show, but you're the king of the city. And Cat's like, listen, all that name dropping for me not to know who you are is a turnoff. And I'm like, pretty much. That name stayed right there. And when you drop your name, guess what? Everybody dropped it too. And Jessica came up and said, Red, you are not ready to love.
Yeah. Okay.
So like Red, hopefully you find the peace that you need. Okay. Continue.
We then get to sit down with Jessica and Marie.
What's up, Jessica?
We review their story, and we get to see at the point where they chose each other.
Yeah.
There was so many hugs and hand holding and Maria kissing her hands.
Was leaning
and kissing her cheek. And Jessica was just ducking and dodging the whole time.
She was like, thank you. Ooh, thank you. You know?
And backstage, everyone is saying, look, it's not real if they didn't kiss.
Listen here. Listen to me, man. My champion is a lady. She just don't be putting her lips on people, okay?
Okay.
Even people that she choose, okay?
Okay.
Listen, I don't know what's going on here. Mm-hmm. It truth be told, they should have let me EP this reunion because I wouldn't have even put them on the couch. They was on the couch for literally like almost 120 seconds, you know? And basically, their whole idea was just them sitting there. They were sitting next to each other, but not close. If that makes sense, it's like they are. Yeah. It's like you don't see the body language as people would say that y'all are ready. Exactly. What is that show? That we watch, Love and Marriage, DC, and with the new season with that couple that came from Ready to Love.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the names?
Joy and the guy.
Yeah, but basically, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When you see them, they can't stop being on top of each other.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Maybe they need more time. It is a quick process, but from what I've seen so far, maybe Blair would let us get into it. I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
It's very hard to watch. But Mario, you look good, bruh.
Yeah. And Jessica was leaning towards Mario this process because he was the most consistent.
Dang.
I just want to say that she also is leaning towards him because Chris dropped her like a hot potato.
Don't do that. Do not get me started this early morning.
I'm not
on
saying
the Lord's Day.
Chris is right.
Don't get me started.
But she would have went for Chris if he would have wanted her, because I think she respected his job and just how he held himself together. I think she was more into that.
I just don't like how you said drop like a hot potato.
Okay.
Well,
that's what happened.
No. Let's get it right. You know, it was Jessica who eliminated Chris. He got dropped like a hot potato. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
You about to get me twisted like Janelle. Throughout the reunion, you just see Janelle making faces. She's just getting charged or whatever's going on that like she didn't agree with. The camera cut to Janelle and she just got the face rolling the eyes.
This ain't Janelle's segment, man. Okay?
But I'm just saying throughout the show, that's what you're seeing.
Your
throughout
champion,
the show,
okay.
Throughout the season. Listen, our champion. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. Well, Marie, like you said, he tried to give everyone a chance, but no one was strong enough to remove Jessica from that number one spot.
Yeah.
Tommy asked about their relationship. How are things going?
Mind your business, Tommy.
Jessica says they're in a great space of getting to know each other, and they're still dating.
Ooh, I like dating. Dude, you like that, Blair?
No.
Whoa. We are still dating.
We're engaged.
I know, but like but listen here. How many times have we heard throughout people's advice when it comes to relationships? You gotta date your partner. That's all they
aren't even partners.
Oh my goodness.
And they don't even seem like they're really into each other.
Oh my goodness. You sound like
And not to be like they gotta be all over each other, but I mean it's just like no affection, especially from Jessica's side. I feel like Jessica's just so cold. But
oh my goodness.
There's just no affection. So
listen.
Moving on.
Oh my gosh. That's not. Listen here. I don't agree with Blair. I don't agree with everybody in the back that said they don't believe it. Kat definitely was vocal about she don't believe it. Well, Kat, you got dropped like a hot potato. Okay. Mario dropped you like a hot potato and you cried. Okay, so just leave Jessica alone, leave Mario alone, and leave them while they build their love, Tommy. Because Tommy said, I don't want to see y'all next time and y'all talking about y'all building and things like that. Tommy, you are no longer the host of my life. Okay, leave me alone. We are going to build this as slow and steady as possible. I wish y'all the best. Treat her well, Marie.
All right, moving on. We've got Habibi, Kira, Janelle, and Sierra on stage.
Okay.
And Habibi, he starts off saying, like, so what's going on?
You on the show, Habibi. That's what's going on, dude.
What we got going on right now.
Dude, you know where you at, Habibi. Okay.
Tommy says that what he said to Janelle and Sierra was disrespectful.
Okay.
Habibi gives this sort of apology. That neither me nor Sierra or Janelle felt like was a real apology.
Hold on, you as in Blair?
Yes.
Okay.
All three of us, we didn't take it as an apology. He said he's not the type of person to say the things that he said.
Okay, let's stop right there. We got you on in 4K, brother. Okay?
I'm not the type of person to say those things.
Yes. It's just one of those things to where it's like, you are one of those type of people to say what you said because you said it. You know what I mean? Continue though. I was very entertained by Habibi because Habibi he saved this for part one reunion for me. And I'm not even a fan of like Habibi, but continue.
I really didn't want to see him. I was like, he's not serious.
Yeah.
But he says that he's a jokester. It really wasn't that deep. Sierra was trying to help him see, like, what you said about my mom, like, really was not cool. I hold her to a very high regard.
Yeah.
And Habibi's response to that was, a lot of times parents put their own wants and dreams onto their children.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sierra says, we're talking about crawfish.
Oh, yeah. Do you not understand? Go ahead.
Habibi says crawfish was one of his first words.
I believe him.
Good job, Habibi. Like, that's not even what we're talking about.
Listen here. This is now the Habibi show. This is not Ready to Love. Tommy, I know you was in the middle seat, but right now, Habibi is controlling the pace of this reunion at this moment. And at this moment, Janelle just looks tired of him. Sierra looks like Sierra, I give you your respect. You was doing everything in your power to stay serious. But with a guy like Habibi, a smile is going to crack.
I mean, Sierra just had to laugh because
it's unbelief.
And plus, you see what he's doing. Like, she's just like, he ain't for real. Like, this is crazy.
My man said
Janelle couldn't see the humor in it. She was just like,
she don't like it.
He's a grown man. Why are we sitting here trying to tell him how to behave? This is ridiculous.
Now, question: do you think they took this kind of too far, in like the sense of like, okay, he said that he basically made a comment about when is Janelle gonna let him basically do stuff to her breasts? Do you think offensive? Yes. Do you think they should have re-brought this up in a reunion, basically to demand an apology from him?
Yeah, because Tommy never got to address him about it directly, and I think for the show's sake, like, they wanted to make a clear stand. And I guess Tommy was trying to hold him accountable. So I didn't think it was overkill. I felt like they didn't get to do it during the season. So
yeah,
I guess let's do it now.
Truth be told, I thought because of that comment and because of the disrespect, quote unquote, I thought he just wouldn't have been invited to the reunion.
I don't know. I feel like these shows, like, they try to have like
a serious moment or something.
Not necessarily that, but like they don't try to, I guess, demonize black people. So it's just kind of like, we'll take this as like a learning moment and help our brother out type of thing is the way that it was coming across. But some people are just effed up, and I think that's Habibi, and I think you're right. He just shouldn't have got invited back.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. Tommy just tells him to think twice about what he says moving forward. Habibi's not going to do that.
No. He's not.
Habibi says that it wasn't that deep, but he can see where they're coming from. And Janelle says, well, tell me where you understand that we're coming from.
Yeah, where are we coming from?
Habibi says, I don't know.
Okay.
Janelle walks away. Habibi is like, I can apologize offset. Like, I'll just go follow Janelle and apologize. And he has a saxophone and he follows her offset. And Janelle is like, get him away from me. Like, get him away from me. Herbert is backstage hugging and consoling Janelle. Not cute, by the way.
Thank you, Herbert. No, listen, brothers. We're brothers. Go ahead and get your sister, Herbert.
Right.
You know?
Habibi comes back on stage, and we get a couple notes of a toot, toot, toot on the saxophone.
Don't toot, toot. No, listen here. Do not.
We get a couple toot, toot,
do not disrespect his toot, toots, okay? Listen here. When that man came back and started playing that saxophone, it was at that moment where I was like, what am I watching for real? Is this the representation that you told me this is what Ready to Love is playing? This is what you got me watching?
This is like one of the worst seasons. But I was cracking up. I was like, this is ridiculous.
My man came back to the stage and started playing. I was like, yo, what is this? Oh, my goodness. But listen here. great TV. Habibi, somebody hire him, put him on TV.
By himself. Don't have him.
No. He needs
stress the people out.
He needs to interact with other people.
Oh,
he needs to interact with other people.
Well, let him interact with other men so he can get bopped in the mouth.
Oh, he ain't gonna get bopped in the box or boxed in the mouth as Envy said he gonna do the Tyrese or whatever.
Okay. Well, we move on to Marvin's story.
What's up, Marvin?
We've got Unique, Kat, Kira, Janelle, Herbert, on stage, and Lee. Yeah, Tommy brings out a tickler and a paddle because this is what Marvin's into.
Can we stop right here for a second?
Yeah.
This is what I mean by what is this reunion? We don't care about Marvin's story.
Yeah.
Like we don't. I want to know about Phil and Idris.
Aries.
I'm gonna get your name right before part 2. And Aries, I want to know about this. Marvin was one of the early ones eliminated.
Yeah.
And it just felt like y'all only got an hour. Y'all are wasting my time. I'm trying to get to the meat and the potatoes of the show. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get to Janelle. I'm trying to get to Phil or what. She was the only one that said no. That's not a big deal to Ready to Love.
They said you'll get that in the next part.
Oh my goodness! And they didn't even show us that in the trailer. Only thing they showed us was Janelle again.
I hope it's not 3 parts. I'll tell you that much.
Oh well. What you're like? Listen, I got 2.5.
Yeah.
Y'all. But go ahead. Okay, Tommy wanted to show us the joke of he's showing us Marvin and what he's into. What's up, Marvin?
And Marvin, he has no problem with what he shared. He was talking about who he is and the things he's into.
Of course.
And he felt it was important to put it up front because if my partner can't handle it, then they just need to find someone else.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. Lee was turned off by his interest, but it was good that he showed up the way that he was, so she was able to make a decision on how to interact moving forward. You say that, Lee, but you went on a couple of dates with him.
I'm about to say.
And you talked to him a lot.
For someone who's not interested in things of that nature, maybe you just went on dates with him because you really could connect with nobody. But it was very strange to me that this is who he is. Mm-hmm. We should not judge him for who he is and what he's into. Go ahead.
Yeah. Unique says that she was with it.
Of course.
She was with it all.
Of course.
And Marvin and Unique talked a bit after the process, but things didn't progress. Mm-hmm. Apparently, he was in a relationship, but she didn't feel like she was top priority. Mm-hmm. I guess he's allowed to have open. I don't know what all Marvin's allowed to do.
Okay.
But he said that things are going really well with his partner, and he feels like she's the one.
Listen here, man. Marvin, I'm happy for you, but you could have sent us an email of that.
Yeah.
We did not need a scene of that at all.
Yeah.
It's just let's just get to the meat and the potatoes. Next scene.
Next, we have Tequila, Habibi, Unique, Janelle, Jessica, and Phil.
Finally,
on stage.
we get to some meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Tequila feels that she saw a softer side of Habibi. And Habibi said that the connection with Tequila was mutual. He called her very yin to his yang. Habibi just be saying stuff.
I like it, brother. You are the yin to my yang, Blair.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Tequila made Phil uncomfortable asking the threesome question, but she said, nobody asked me what made me uncomfortable.
Tequila, shut up, please. I am an equal opportunist of who can get these shut-ups, okay? Stop this. Red, shut up. Tequila, what are you talking about?
Right.
Literally, what are you talking about? Continue.
Tequila said broke energy makes her feel uncomfortable.
Ooh.
And he filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, so that's basically what she was saying. And he was like, you are immature.
Yeah.
And things of that nature. I filed for bankruptcy. I had property back in 2007.
During the housing crisis.
And that's when my property went under. I filed bankruptcy. So it won't be on it won't be on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So listen here, Tequila. I don't know who upset you. I don't know what energy you on. I don't know who you think you is. Mm-hmm. But this energy that you giving off as if we came to see you, it's a lie. Mm-hmm. Somebody lied to you and said we came to see you, because we definitely didn't.
Yeah, it was so off-putting and ugly.
I'm about to say and granted, we ain't the type to bash black people and things like that. This rated love with black people with Tommy. Mm-hmm. But my thing is bro, you what are you trying to prove? Even the hills that you're choosing to have these battles on is not even worth it. You having a battle about Habibi, there's a softer side to him. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like that's not even a battle. You having a battle about no one asked me am I uncomfortable. You know what makes me uncomfortable? Broke niggas. And I'm like, what are you doing here? Mm-hmm. No, not what are you doing here as in like what are you saying? I mean, no, literally, what are you doing here? You should have stayed home if you gonna have all this energy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Continue, Blair.
Tequila said Janelle and her had a conversation before that ladies' lounge when they were getting to fighting. And Janelle was talking about how she didn't think it was right for them to break down black men on television.
I like that.
Tequila, during the ladies' lounge, felt like the ladies were picking apart the men.
Wow. Literally, the part of the show.
What are we supposed to be doing during the ladies' lounge? What do you want us to talk about during the ladies' lounge?
Teach them, Blair. Teach them.
I mean, what are we supposed to be talking about?
Teach them, Blair.
We have to talk about the men.
Teach them.
Our experiences with them.
Help me.
Our connections, who we do and don't want to be around, and why. So what do you want to talk about? Like how the day is going, the weather, like she doesn't make any sense.
Now listen here. I literally just watched that scene, that fight scene, that flashback scene not too long ago. Yeah. Recently. That actually is a big puzzle piece to Janelle. Because we would just look at Janelle and say we are picking on that Janelle is just picking on these people. But if she said behind the scenes that, hey, I don't want to tear down black men, let's not do that. And then for them to go on camera, remember during that lounge, it was white boots that said, I feel like quitting like white women. And that's when Tequila was like, yes, I see it. I see it. Now it's all like making sense. Now the gumbo is kind of coming together because, and granted, nobody agreed with white boots during that time. Because she basically was like, yeah, I see it. Like, I don't think he here for black women. I don't see it with no evidence to show of that.
Nothing at all.
So just this idea that Tequila is basically saying, look, I didn't like how, like, y'all was, like, picking apart the men in the ladies' lounge. Well, I'm sorry. We got to give up two names to potentially eliminate. What do you want us to do? Just drink and just sit down and hang out with Tommy? Like, no, we got a job to do, and Tommy got to leave.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. Well, Janelle said that during the ladies' lounge, Tequila just had a bad attitude overall that day.
I can believe it.
Like, she just came in on go.
I can believe it.
And Janelle says that she doesn't know and she doesn't really care about what the problem is between them. Tequila says, well, then it's resolved.
But she ain't say it like peacefully.
No.
She basically was like, okay, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And my thing is like...
Well, let me say, and then Jessica whispers, well, it seemed like she'll try to fight us.
Jessica, you ain't got nothing to worry about, girl. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Listen, y'all are the champions, and y'all is what... And guess what? My whole point is, Tequila, if you was going to come there with the same energy as Habibi, both of y'all could have stayed home. And stuff like that. At least with Habibi, it's funny. At least from my perspective. Not the fact that he sexually assaulting or like whatever it is with his words women. But I'm like, it's funny. Next time, Tequila, bring a saxophone and maybe we'll laugh. But like at this point, we just looking at you and I'm thinking, I'm not going to speak for Blair, but I'm thinking you're mentally not there with us right at this moment. To where, and when I say mentally, I don't mean mentally ill. I mean, like, you kind of see how...
Like, she's seeing red. Like, she's just not even, like it's present in the conversation.
You're not here. And basically, whatever is being said is being transcribed and translated to you as if everyone's against you.
Yeah.
As if it's you by yourself. And I'm like, I don't think you're here with us. I think you came here with a motive, with an objective, and... anything that sounds like or fit that motive of objective, you was gonna go. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. Well, everyone goes backstage. Janelle makes a comment that somebody's feathers on the ground.
I love that comment.
And Tequila says, well, let's go.
Okay.
Janelle is like, Tequila, do you want to fight me?
Let's go.
And Tequila gets up and start flipping tables.
Listen here, knocking people drinks over. Let me tell you something, Tequila. Janelle is our ready to love champion.
Your ready to love champion.
Okay. I thought we was together on this.
No.
She is my ready to love champion. You will not disrespect her. You will not challenge her and mess up her dress because your dress falling apart with feathers on the ground and stuff like that.
And Janelle ain't have to say that, but Janelle,
no. She had to. She had to. It was a beautiful shade right there. She said, "Somebody feathers on the Big Bird. Your feathers on the floor." And I'm like, listen here. It just, I don't know why. Okay, let me speak objectively for a second, because I am a fan of Janelle. But outside, I don't know why y'all let Janelle get to y'all. Like, I really don't. I honestly would just ignore Janelle if I was everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact that she said that, I just felt like Tequila just wanted to come there and just get a part 2 of their altercation. But listen here, you're not on the streets. You're in a production. Before you even get close to each other, you will get escorted out. So I don't even understand what's your point here.
Yeah, what is up with all of this?
I don't know. Anything else, Blair?
No.
How did you feel about this season, this overall reunion so far? Let me hear your thoughts.
I mean, it kept me entertained. I felt like it was definitely steering on the negative side for just a lot of the interactions with the women.
Really?
And the commentary with the men. Like, I just was so annoyed with Kira and just all the things she said about all the people she didn't like. And I mean, I guess we have to say what we do and don't like, but it's just like...
Is Kira in white boots?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like she didn't like anybody. She was still going on dates and just talking down about everybody. Like, I just felt like a lot of these women this season were just very negative and just not enjoyable.
And this is not the norm for Ready to Love, really?
No.
Okay.
During the better seasons that I watched, like a lot of the women, like some became friends, like some like just respected each other as women. When there was like cattiness or arguments, it was maybe because they had the same connection, but not because.
But it just seemed a little personal, a little much for you.
Yeah, like. And the thing is, arguing about a man, whatever, that's not cool either. But I understand that more than like Kira saying Marie's name wrong or forgetting his name, and Janelle saying, I ain't gonna talk to you. I ain't gonna talk to you no more.
Stop. She ain't say it like that. She ain't say it like that. So
it's just a lot of animosity this season that I was just not feeling.
Let's hear. She ain't say it like that.
But it kept me entertained.
Okay. Next time, I'm not gonna ask you at the end of the show how you felt. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You caught me off guard with the I ain't gonna talk to you.
Okay.
Okay, Janelle did not sound like that. I'm sorry.
Me she did.
I'm sorry, Janelle. Okay. Anything else, Blair?
No.
Y'all be good. Blessings.
Bye.